good. You found me. I don't know how hard you looked, but I'm very glad to have you here with me. Hey, it's Heather from Simply Me to You. Welcome to my channel. It's new, so maybe you'll consider following along and subscribing so that you can hear the ramblings of a soon close to be middle-aged woman. So lately, I have been having some concerns over my own health. And I know that I'm not the only one because, you know, as you start to reach your 40s, 50s, sometimes things, you know, we put a lot of wear and tear on our bodies, and sometimes things start not working the way they once worked. So, you know, as someone who has battled anxiety and depression, and I'm just a very excitable person, sometimes it's really hard for someone like me to just sit back and put my faith in my doctor or the medical staff and things like that, because we're impatient. It's our health. We're scared. We want to know what's going on. And in our area of the country where I live, which is Northeast Tennessee, our health care is a little bit busy. They are overwhelmed right now with the number of patients coming in seeking medical care because for the last 2 years, a lot of individuals have not been able to get the proper medical care that they needed for their bodies. So now there is an influx of people needing help. And it's actually been very sad, and it's very eye-opening and very scary to see. I have 3 children, and my eldest, she works at one of our local hospitals as a CNA, and then she is going to finish her nursing degree in the fall. But in any case, some of the things that she has told me she has seen over the last 2 years with COVID and working with COVID patients, she's brave. She's very brave. And she is a hero to me. So is so many other medical personnel that have been providing so much assistance to patients and their families for the last 2 years as COVID has taken over our entire world. It doesn't seem to really care what your race is or what your financial status is, or in some cases your age. You know, statistically, we've been told that we'll be fine if we, you know, statistically are between the ages of X and Y, but nothing is guaranteed. So when you look at someone like me, who is halfway on her journey of this world, of her life, who is beginning to have these health issues, knowing that I'm on this waiting list, it's scary. It's scary because neurologically, we know something is going on. There is, you know, there's definitely some disconnects between my brain and like my feet and my hands. So, you know, there's a lot of theories about what is wrong with me. We've been able to rule certain things out. So, but it's scary. And I imagine it can't just be scary for me. One of the things, though, that I have learned in the last couple of weeks is that I am lucky. I am very lucky. I have lived a really beautiful life. I really have. And I hope to continue to live a really beautiful life, regardless of the outcome. Because whether we are going to be here for 50 more years or 200 more years, if we're vampires, you know, whatever. But I have lived a really beautiful life. And I have 3 children who I adore. I absolutely adore them. And I have a husband who knows all of my best and all of my worst features, and yet he still loves me. And that's a pretty amazing thing in itself. And I have a family, and not just family by blood, extended family, but I also have these amazing friendships that I have developed as an adult. And that in itself is beautiful. Most of us, as we grow into adulthood, we find it harder and harder and harder to make connections with our peers. You become friends with the parents of your children. You become friends with the co-workers of your spouse or their significant others, or maybe at church. But for most of us, we are not in the same area where we went to high school, or at least I'm not. I went to high school in Colorado. I live in Northeast Tennessee, and I have lived in Northeast Tennessee for 25 years. So as I'm walking down this very scary journey of what's going to happen today with test results, and on paper, I look so healthy. I'm going to live forever. I'm just amazing. I'm going to live forever. But paper results don't always give the full picture to doctors. And as scary as it is, I know I'm one of the lucky ones, because I have people that will listen to me whine and they'll listen to me cry and be scared and pace up and down a hallway if I need to. And it has become pretty sadly obvious to me that not everyone has that much support. So honestly, maybe me, myself, and I, maybe we're not, maybe my journey is not that magical. But I can tell you this. When I was a little girl, I always believed in telling stories, because I feel that every one of us has a story. And maybe we will be the next president of the United States, or we'll be this amazing journalist, or we're going to be this amazing novelist, or we're going to be this person that finds this cure for Alzheimer's. Most of us are not. But that doesn't mean we didn't live. It doesn't mean that we did not make an impact. You may have only made an impact on one person today. You may have only made an impact on one person this week. But you can make a difference. And you want to know something? This channel is not going to be some hot woman. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm pretty hot, so thank you. Thank you for that. Anywho, it's not going to be some woman who's like showing you these crazy makeup tutorials, because I honestly am not that talented right now with my hands. Like there's some nerve sensations going on, and so like, a basic face is probably what you're going to get from me. So, but I'm going to bring you stories, not just mine, because this world is so much more than one person. And all of us have a story, every single human here. And sometimes we're granted these lives where we live to be 111 years old. Some of us are granted lives where maybe we don't reach that age, but it doesn't mean we didn't live. So welcome to my channel. Welcome to Stories. And no shame, no filter. But stick around. Stick around, because there's going to be some beautiful things that we're going to uncover as we discuss the stories of others. I hope that you will join me. And we will see you soon. Thank you.